Last time on the asylum case studies. He'd be like, wait, I have one more question for myself.
For me.
I thought they were supposed to be inside.
I'm Bill Wilkins, and this is my house.
My arm hurts, and my back hurts.
He's only just started to heal.
The point is, I am a Mormon now. Thank you, Twilight. Come on!
And now, the conclusion.
All right, now we are in a new room of the house. Every room of this house has a fun killing in it. I mean, we got Goggle, Bella, and we got Proton Pack, Neil.
No
and
shit.
And we got, I don't know, Nerd Jessica with computer junk. Bella sees Stoner Dude under the table who was previously murdered, and then she sees that murderer.
Yeah. Why is she the only one that wears the goggles?
I don't know.
They weren't even for her.
Why is the skeptic the only one allowed to wear the goggles? That makes no sense to me.
I don't get it.
And
it's
also,
a weird move.
Now she's a medium. The skeptic is now how the tables have turned.
What are we going to do with this?
And boy, I don't think I could hate that fake-ass Proton Pack anymore. It sucked. I hated it, and it was pointless.
It certainly sucked up the ghosts.
Oh!
I'm so sorry.
So I don't know if this is the first time, but we see here that Bella hallucinates when the Proton Pack is used? Question mark?
Yes, that's what it is. It's when the machine is running,
Okay.
she's experiencing a vision of how that ghost was formed, I guess.
Yes, it was formed
Yes.
with clay and Legos,
Yeah.
like all good ghosts.
All good ghosts. Amen.
So Aussie has the ectoplasm, and I just have a quote from him. It's a full spiritual manifestation.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, man, it is. How could you not? I don't understand what your question is. It's a full spirit manifestation. No one has this question.
I don't know what that means though. It's spiritual. Why would it manifest? I don't get it.
He knows. Listen, he's the scientist. Okay, trust the
You're
science.
right. You know what? I'm an idiot. You're right. I'm sorry. Oh, and this is where the cops show up.
Officer Mack, you mean?
I don't know, but I was so
his
happy.
name is Officer Mack.
Did they say that, or did
Yeah.
you look it up on
No,
IMDb?
that's his name because they say it in the movie, and also he has a mustache. You know that's how he's a police officer.
Yeah, doy. He goes around and they're like, don't you go in, like when he's radioing it, they're like, don't go in that house alone. Like, what? Why?
Set up a perimeter.
You are cops. You are skeptics. You're not going to be like, there's ghosts in there, don't go in there. Like, what do you mean?
Are you implying that the radio lady thought there may be ghosts and he should be
I don't
careful?
know, because
Is that what
they,
you're saying?
what I'm saying is they quote unquote got the killer. So why else would they not want him inside the house? It makes no sense.
It would never have occurred to me that the reason they don't want him to go in is because of his spiritual well-being.
What,
And not because there might be intruders on the property. Breaking and entering might have
like
occurred.
it's a crack house now? No,
That's
it's just...
what I'm saying. That's way more likely. That's what the cops are going to think.
No, they obviously put up police tape everywhere. No one's going to go in there. It's just haunted. What are you talking
I
about?
feel like such an idiot. You're totally right.
Thank you. You are an idiot.
Okay, so first, I'm an asshole. Now I'm an idiot.
I project a lot. I apologize.
Listen, no, I needed to hear these things. I should be paying you for this.
I know. I should be a therapist. I'm great at this. But okay, like some other stuff happens, but I need to talk about this cop. Because he does. He goes the perimeter thing, whatever. He just like shining his flashlight in. He goes back to his car and it fills up with fog. And then his bloody hand gets pressed up against the window. He obviously has been murdered by ghosts. I don't know what else it could have been.
I think his vape exploded.
Oh, okay. His vape exploded.
Yeah, I think that's
and
what
I
it was.
don't know what else.
And there was some blood. I don't know how that happened. He had a bloody nose.
Right.
He's sensitive to too much vapor and he just,
He shouldn't be vaping as it is.
No.
But here's my question. Along with Devin, why did he have to die? Who killed him and why? And this was never answered.
Big Tobacco killed him because they want you to not vape. The Marlboro Man is just off camera.
You have broken this wide open.
Yep.
You know where we get to go in the house now?
Yes, I do, because I just looked at my notes.
We get to go to what every fancy house has, the meat hook room.
The meat hook room. Of course. It's just a nice room. I wish, my wife, when we got this house, she said, all I want is a meat hook room. And we just, with the economy what it was, we could not afford a meat hook room. But I'm really hoping in the next couple of years to finish the attic. And don't anyone tell her, but I want to surprise her. I'm going to turn it into a meat hook room. For her.
God.
For her.
Oh my God, she's such a lucky lady.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Nobody spoil that for her.
You're such a good partner. As we're in the meat hook room, Bella has a hallucination because proton pack went off or something. And weird. There's a girl, super skinny. I don't know if she was skinny before, but she was super skinny and very hungry and asking for food.
Yes.
And then when given food, she's like, I'm vegan. I can't eat this. I hated it. Stop it. Vegans aren't going to be like that. Fuck you.
That scene made me laugh out loud.
For sure.
No, and here's why, though. Something very specific. She sees that person on the floor try to take a bite of that food, right? And that person gags and goes, and then Bella starts to gag and goes, and then you see the killer sort of lean forward, but they have a mask on, you can't tell, but it almost implies that the killer's like, okay, no, that's enough of that. Like everyone's just gonna go. Like the SNL sketch, it's just exploding.
They're all just vomiting out their sleeves with hoses.
Yeah. How funny would that be? I would love that.
Man, I would have paid for this movie if that happened.
That's how you find out who the Night Stalker is. He has to take off his bird mask because it's full of vomits.
Oh, it's so chunky. The vomit that they show her vomiting up was ridiculous. It was like strawberry compote and cottage cheese and not even mixed together.
No,
like one fell and then the
separate.
That's not how stomachs work, you guys.
Oh, that was really funny too. Yes.
Agreed. It has been established that when Bella has these hallucinations or visions or whatever, she's passed out. After this pass out, Neil is like, we need to get you to the hospital. Which I thought was hilarious because your buddy Henry is upstairs bleeding out. Yes. And they're like, no, you're fine. It'll heal in a couple minutes. It's fine. And she takes a nap and you're like, we need to get to the hospital.
She's basically dead.
Love it.
Sexism.
She's frail because she's a woman and has a vagina. And this is when I wrote in my notes, oh, wait. Is Henry the Night Stalker?
Now, I feel like I figured it out a little bit before that, but...
I figured you would have.
But, no, I'm not trying to sound cool. I initially, because, that's what would make me cool. If I had figured it, if only. That would be the thing. Then people would like me. But truly, I really thought it was going to be Neil.
Oh, no. Neil's a good guy. He's Australian.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was going to be Neil, and he'd be like, I wanted your experiment to work, mate. So I thought I'd create some ghosts for you. I can't do an Australian accent.
No, that was actually really good.
Well, thank you.
I mean, compared to the French accents I listened to in Pirates of Treasure Island.
Oh, boy.
Woof! Okay, sorry. Meat Hook Room has been cleared. I don't know what it's been. We're done with it. Mm-hmm. And Bella's like, I need to get some air. So this woman who is haunted by all of these spirits in this house that have been murdered in this house, in every fucking room, in order to get air instead of going outside, she's like, I'm just going to wander around and see what's going on in this house.
Yeah.
Girl, what? Guess what happens when she does that?
I couldn't imagine.
She sees a ghost.
What?
I know.
This is a hallway ghost, right?
I think so. But also, she sees that doll again, and that's when I realized that I was like, oh, that's a weird choice. The doll is anatomically correct and a boy.
Wait, I didn't notice that at all.
Yup!
What?
Thank you.
I didn't notice that at all.
Not necessary.
No.
Why?
In what world do we need this?
Why did that little baby doll have a penis? I don't know.
I remember reading about some doll that was like that, and there was some uproar about it. This is a long time ago. I read about it in Uncle John's bathroom reader. But I remember this. So that must be one of those same dolls. What toy maker goes, you know what this doll needs?
A dink.
How will we know? How will we know?
Okay, but what's the chode look like?
Look, without further inspection, I don't know.
Okay, you guys. This toy is great. It's got a weenus. It's tiny and a baby.
Yeah.
What's the taint looking like? Do we have some good taint going on? Is there an asshole? We need to get this right.
Okay. I don't think I could do any more on this. That calls for a LaCroix. Ooh.
Oh my. Drinking hard tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just wanted to say weenus, so thank you.
Get your weenus out there, man.
I don't have one, but thank you.
You know what I mean. Your verbal weenus.
Man, it's always out there.
Whoa!
And now Bella finds Gabby. They go to the room where Gabby and Martha, I just remembered it. Gabby and Martha were murdered.
Careful with that name around Batman and Superman.
I know. They'll be like, incapacitated.
Why did you say that name?
Bill Wilkins, is that you?
My mother's name was Martha.
We all know that's not true.
Well, we don't know, actually, that we could have been.
Oh, that's true.
Did we pass the rocking chair scare?
Yes. So she is having visions of their deaths, Gabby and Martha's, in that room. And as we saw from the first scene of the movie, it just plays out again. And Martha is launched into a knife.
Yes. You caught me off guard. Sorry. Almost lost my sparkling water.
She's been stabbed. She's got a gag on. Blood is dripping from her mouth, and she's only half alive. And Bella's like, so, what'd you have to tell me? What? Why are you asking her now? What? No.
What is it?
She's like, she cannot speak right now. She's got other things on her mind. Mm-hmm. That's when we find out it was Henry all along.
Yes. But I just want to go back to the rocking chair scare.
Please, please.
Because its construction is good. I like that type of a scare. There's a really, really good one in Stir of Echoes that's a really similar scare. Have you seen that movie? First of all, Kevin Bacon, shirtless in the 90s, drinking orange juice.
Orange juice. You got me an orange juice.
I just listed them till we got there, and I knew you would. There's a scare where he is sitting on the couch and he's leaned forward, and he leans back and the camera follows him, and there's this horrible something sitting in the couch next to him and a scary voice and stuff. That's a cool movie. There's some stuff in there that hasn't aged well, but that's a movie that's probably worth checking out. I feel like that movie is maybe a bit of a cash-in. I don't know which one came first, but I think it's sort of a cash-in on Sixth Sense, just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that rocking chair scare, it could have been better in this movie, but I think if I had to give out an award for favorite scare, I think that's the best. That's my favorite scare. And we also missed earlier when Bella sees, what's the kid's name? Gabby in the doorway in the hallway, and then she
bends backwards.
She spider walks out of the room for no reason. Can ghosts not just walk?
I feel like one movie did it, and then every other movie after that was just like, we have to do that. Figure this out because we're going to do that.
It was only ever scary the one time when Linda did it.
Was it? Oh, right. Okay. I was thinking of, yes, you are correct.
What do you think? Well, I think Last Exorcism did it, and that was pretty okay.
Right.
Is that what you were thinking of?
Yeah, where they like nailed her shoes to the floor so she could do it and just like stay there and then come back up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Michael Jackson video?
Yeah, I'm talking about Michael Jackson videos.
Is it Smooth Criminal with the lean?
Mm-hmm. Yep, okay. Yeah, and they tell the camera, yep.
Hold on, is that the same one where he walks in and throws a quarter across the room and it goes into the jukebox?
Yes,
I
believe
love
so.
it. I love it.
I mean,
I love it. No,
what's not to love?
I'm sorry, but I love it. Continue.
No.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for apologizing. Bella's had this vision. Apparently she's narrating it as she's having it, because when she comes out of it, they were like, yeah, we heard everything. Like, what?
Yeah, how did they hear it?
Right. But also, as she's having these visions, she's doing what I assume, I don't know for sure, but what I assume is a very bad seizure. Mm-hmm. Not an actual seizure that would ever happen or anyone would do in real life, but like you're in a rocking chair being thrown back and forth kind of seizure.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know about that. And they're like, it's epilepsy.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not epileptic.
You're the scientist.
I can't have seizures.
This is just her first one.
No, I don't have them. I don't know what you don't hear right now.
Okay.
So then they're like, no, that's crazy. Henry's not the killer. Remember at the beginning, they got him.
They got him.
What's the problem? And then Henry walks in. He's like, hey, what's up? I'm the killer. What's going on?
Yo! He just comes in and says it. Right before that happens, Neil, the Australian guy, comes into the room and clearly says, everything okay? And the subtitles say, unintelligible dialogue. It couldn't be clearer. Everything okay?
The one time it was actually clear, they're like, I have no idea what this
Didn't get a word of that. Nope.
makes no sense.
It's just that thick accent. I just can't. I don't know what he's saying there.
It's like gibberish. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
Look.
You're upside down. Are you talking upside down? What's your problem, dude? So this is when Henry's like, hey, remember that thing called Unit 731 and all those scientists in World War II and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if that's... I mean, I know that happened. I don't know if it's accurate that it was called Unit 731. I like that they brought it back and they're like, people suck all the time, everywhere, always. The government's fine with it, and they'll pardon you as long as you have science.
Easy justification. Mm-hmm. And we skipped over when Henry wakes up and he's upstairs and he screams out to the night, he better not be doing what I think he's doing. What, getting into the cookies that you brought? Your snacks?
Yeah, and right after
the
that...
cheese tray's been opened and you weren't ready?
Right after that, he rifles through his junk and gets a gun out.
Yes.
And then he goes to walk away, and then he's like, oh, wait. He turns around, goes back, and gets all those chains. What?
He's going to need those chains.
They never came into picture ever again, except for the fact that he was like, I need these. He was like Steve Martin in The Jerk. And this is mine, and I'm going to need this. So he went and he explained about World War II and how scientists are dope. And Neil's like, World War II finished years ago, Henry. No shit, dude. What? Why am I just hearing about this now? Boy.
Grade A dialogue.
Yep.
Really top shelf stuff.
Henry's like, I had to sacrifice my wife and my daughter. Bro, you didn't. You 100% did not need to do that.
No one asked you to.
No. It's not helping you at all. Mm-hmm. And then we hear a click. And Henry's like, what the fuck? Because Bella was recording on her cassette case the whole time and got his confession. But also, why does she have a cassette player recorder and not just her phone? It's 2016.
It's 2016. It should be at least a digital recorder.
Thank you. Like, this was like a full-on cassette that you get your singles in. And like, no.
Earlier, she had to stop, like, change tapes. I guess that's why they set that up. I get that. That's the movie thing. But it's just like...
Right. But cassettes, really?
We didn't need to know that she was... It's literally just so they could do the click of the tape. Mm-hmm. But they could have done that with anything. It could have been a little beep. It could have been anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they could have fudged it.
It could have been all that for a sound. It could have been visual. It could have been her going, uh-oh, boop, you've been recorded.
I dropped my phone that I was accidentally recording on. What?
Yeah.
My back pocket had a great big giant hole and it fell. Whoops.
I'm wearing a wire.
Whoops. Still, maybe if she was like really cool hipster and she's like, I collect cassette tapes. Like, no, none of that was established. She's just a nerd that is not up with technology.
Can
Anyway,
I tell a really brief
please,
personal anecdote?
please.
Okay, I had a similar tape player and recorder when I was a younger person. Okay. All right. I had a similar tape player and recorder when I was a young person, and I would record things all the time. I had quite the compilation of farts on one. I'm just going to admit that to you. And
I assumed.
I would have friends over and say, listen, I'm serious about this. If you have to fart, tell me first, and I will record it and add it to my collection.
Wow.
And it also had a mode where you could set it to only record when there's noise. And I did that overnight one time, and I had told my dad about it. And he came in the middle of the night, or just stood in the doorway, I'm sure. I'm sure he wasn't, like, being weird. And he knows I had recently seen The Exorcist for the first time. And he started doing Exorcist noises and calling out for Father Marin and horrible Linda Blair noises. And that was the scariest thing. I played it back in the morning. And, like, hearing it on the cassette tape, there's that scene in The Exorcist where they hear crazy voices on a tape.
Yeah.
I was like, I melted. I'm dead on that bed.
I gotta say that I am speechless. However, I fucking love your dad. He is awesome.
I had to listen to the fart tape to feel better.
That always works. Always.
I hope I have that somewhere. There's no way it's still good, right? It's those tiny little tapes.
Oh,
I don't even know what
ones.
what they're actually called, those little tapes. But boy, one of
Micro
them's
cassette.
full. I think it is micro cassette.
I'm
And it's
awesome.
just covered in farts.
Literally and audibly.
You had to get close to it.
Yeah.
To pick 'em up.
Thank you. I know. I am familiar.
But you don't want to be too close because it'll blow it out.
Right. No,
There is a
and it'll
science
just sound
to
like wind.
capturing
Yes.
farts.
Dude, I fucking know.
I'm sorry.
So I had a cassette recorder almost
Oh,
exactly
boy.
like this one.
Yes.
And I tried to turn this into a stand-up bit and it did not work. So I'm going to tell you this story.
Okay.
When I was in, I think, 5th grade, maybe 6th, I don't know. I had cut out a picture of Michael J. Fox from Tiger Beat and put it in my wallet that I kept nothing in.
Tiger Beats.
And at school the next day, I was like, check it out. I have Michael J. Fox's picture. We're good friends.
He's my boyfriend.
Yeah, like, for real. Like, I did it totally thinking that everyone would think it was hilarious. I thought they wouldn't get the joke.
Yeah.
And I don't know if about anyone else, but this one girl was like, "Oh my God, that's so cool! Oh, that's amazing!" And I was like,
Oh no.
"I gotta bump this up."
You
a
gotta
couple
either
notches.
escalate or just deflate right there.
Yep. So I escalate, of course, and I had the cassette player. I had VHS, and on VHS I had like Family Ties Goes to Europe or something. So I interviewed Michael J. Fox, asking about like how great friends we were and everything. Totally bought it.
Seriously?
She totally fucking bought it. And
And this is your confession.
no, I've confessed it many times
right.
because it's hilarious.
That is incredible.
You know what? I was like, I think after that, I was like, I feel kind of bad, but this is really funny, so I cannot confess to
Yeah,
this.
you can never let that one go.
No.
Yes. That's incredible.
I'm really proud of keeping that going. Anyway, cassette tapes.
Top grade fuckery.
Okay.
There's a gunfight. Or fight for a gun, I should say.
Yes, thank you. Neil walks out and he's like, oh, it's over. Guess what? It's not over.
Oh.
That's what it's not. Henry walks up behind him and stabs him in the He stabs him in the fucking head and he collapses because he's pretty much dead. And then Henry gets down and will not stop stabbing him in the head till his head is hamburger meat. It is wild.
I should add that I was eating a hamburger during that part of the movie.
Oh, I bet it was delicious.
It had a lot of pickles on it. It was good. This is not a joke bit. I was eating a hamburger. It had bacon. It was good. Cheese, ketchup, mustard.
A bacon cheeseburger, as some may call it.
You could call it that.
Nice.
Interesting idea.
Somebody at this point mentions a Parabot machine.
That had
and
never been brought up before.
thank you. I didn't know if I was going crazy because I was like, what the fuck is a Parabot?
I literally have it in my notes. Parabot machine, question mark. Is that the machine? What machine is that? Are we at the freak out when Henry freaks out?
He has been freaking out for like a half an hour
When
now. I don't know what you're talking about.
When he's looking for the women, and he's screaming in the living room, and he goes, I hate the stupid both of you! God damn you!
You know, it was an over-the-top performance, but at the same time, necessary.
It seemed ad-libbed.
I loved Henry. He was bananas. Loved it. But yeah, they're like hiding. And then I don't remember exactly the timeline of this, but Jessica grabs the test tubes with ectoplasm and she's like, hey, if you shoot Bella, then I'm going to get rid of these test tubes. And then all of your science junk is for naught. And he's like, whatever, fuck you. She's like, well, you're gonna kill me either way, so what do you, just let her go.
I love that he admits it. I love that he's like, you're right.
You got me. Boy, and then something happens and he shoots a gun and wait, what happens? It was a lot of action and I got lost.
He is dispatched by ghouls, I believe. But
he
does
morph suit dudes?
Yes. He does yes, morph suit dudes. He does shoot computer lady.
Right, but that also seemed like an accident. Like he was just shooting, like
he fell.
Bad with guns, yeah.
But yeah, he like the door opens and his Martha starts crawling into the room towards him. Again, Ghost not able to walk for some reason.
No.
And there's also this morph suit dudes that show up, like a la Ghost. Scary as hell when you're a kid.
Yeah, but also not as neat looking as Ghost.
Oh no,
they were literally dudes in morph suits.
Yes.
Which, I mean, awesome. Do what you gotta do. It works.
It worked, yeah.
I'm fine with it.
There is a moment when one of the ghosts says, the blood is in the machine. Those are some metal-ass lyrics.
Hell yeah, they are, and I don't even remember hearing that.
Again, I had the subtitles on, so I was able to read it, but I did hear one of the ghostly voices saying it right there at that end, that showdown, when the ghosts are all showing up. The blood is in the machine. Sounds like Static X or something. I don't know, one of those bands that, like, I don't know.
Right. Something industrial.
Industrial,
maybe.
Exactly. That's Static X. You got this.
I know. I'm smart. Then the morph suit dudes like turn into smoke and envelop him, and he dies somehow. Did I miss something there?
That's pretty much it.
Was
He gets his well, it's just the vengeful spirits of those that he killed. I mean, what more reason do you need? But he gets sort of ringified when he's laying. He's like, you know, frozen in his ring death.
Yes,
the girl in the closet.
Shot of him dead was fantastic.
Yeah,
I love Henry.
Do you?
He was great.
I kind of hated him
as a character, and that actor, I kind of loved
really?
him. He made some goofy ass choices that I loved.
That, you know, I'll give you that. That is true. He made some choices. He made some real choices.
He did, and I'm not saying they're good, but I loved them.
It's true. I can't take that away from you or him. So bravo.
Thank you.
Henry.
And me, thank you. So everybody's dead except for Bella. So she like stumbles out the front door, and as she's doing so, cops are like pushing past her to like go into the house. Like what?
No one checks her.
You just pushed past a bloody woman. Are you not going to be like, what's going on? What?
She's holding bolt cutters for some reason.
Because she had to get out the. That's what it was. I said the chains never came up.
Oh, they did. He chained him in.
Yes.
I forgot about that. Yep.
Me too. Yeah, and that's it. That's the whole movie.
That's the movie.
I will say again, I enjoyed the piss out of this movie.
It was a fun watch. I think I'd have more fun watching it with a group.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of alone, sadly, by myself during my work lunch. But, again, of the three that I've been here to talk about, probably the best in quality, like, easily.
I agree.
Yeah, for
100%.
sure. Maybe not as much baffling stuff, but that's because it was slightly better quality. So I don't want to give Asylum too much credit here.
Yeah, I mean, I do because I love them because they make this garbage, but...
That's true. They've provided us hours and hours of entertainment. And it's on Tubi for free, so you're right.
Minutes of entertainment. Right. Do you have a favorite line from this movie?
Yes, and it's already come up once. I wasn't going to say it, and then you said it.
It's going to be the same one as mine.
Yeah, because it's oxygen, air, something. I don't know. It's a great one.
That is a great line. That wasn't mine.
What was yours?
I already said it, but World War II finished years ago, Henry.
Yes.
No shit, bro.
2016. I guess I don't specifically say the year that the movie takes place in.
Yeah, but
there's cell phones and stuff. Like, it's at least 2010.
At the very least.
Judging by the smartphone nature of those phones.
Right. Mm-hmm. Do you have an alternative title for this movie?
I have 3. And I think they all equally suck, so I'm just going to give you all of them.
Give it.
Paranormal Stabtivity. Ghosthunters Secret of the Ooze. And Boo Done It.
Oh my god. Stop it. I hate that last
You
one.
hate it?
Because it's great.
Oh.
It should have been like...
Thanks.
Medea's... Oh, they already made that.
Wait, is that a thing?
The Medea movie?
Is it called Boo Done It?
No, it's just called Boo, I think.
Oh, I thought I made that up. Okay.
No, you did. You made that up.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
Listen. All right. I did want to say that if people like the concept of this movie, there is a cool classic horror movie, kind of a thing I'm into. You may know. Classic horror called The Legend of Hell House. That is essentially like a 70s version of this, taken more seriously with a much bigger budget, made with real actors and stuff. It's a fun watch.
In the 70s?
Yeah.
I'm going to check that out because that sounds dope.
It's like a real version of this. They're trying to scientifically prove ghosts in this haunted mansion, and things are going strangely, and there's murders, and it is a very similar story in some ways. Quite different, really, but there's enough similarities that it's like you could do a weird double feature with these movies, probably.
Nice.
So The Legend of Hell House, it's a cool old school movie. It just recently got a Scream Factory Blu-ray, I believe.
It sounds really familiar. Like I should know about this, and I'm an idiot for not knowing.
Well, there's also Haunting of Hill House, and there's also Hill House. There's all those. The Haunting, they all kind of go together. So it's not related to those, but I always in my mind confuse it because of the titles.
Right. Well, then I would like to take this opportunity to tell everyone about a 1970s horror movie called Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things.
Oh, yes.
It has nothing to do with anything that was in this movie, but I really like it. It's stupid and boring, but also fun.
It's not boring. Come on.
It's a little bit boring. Okay. Oh my god, they talk about the theater a lot.
All right. I like that movie though a lot.
Me too. So my alternative titles, I got 2. The stupid bad one is Still a Greater Love Story Than Twilight. And the one that I'm really proud of that
I've been waiting.
Everyone else is going to be like, really? That's stupid. I'm really proud of it. It's Scream, but Scream, it's SC period, R period, E period, A period, M period. It's an anagram for Science Rules Everything Around Me. Thank you.
That's, you know what?
Yes.
Sold in the room. You got it.
I got it. Thank you.
Did you see Nope? Did you see the movie Nope? The Jordan Peele film.
I have not seen it yet, and I'm mad about it.
It's really good, I thought.
Yeah.
Are you aware of what that film is about?
I only know like UFOs, that's it, and I don't want to know anything else about it.
Then I won't tell you that Nope actually stands for something, but I won't tell you what it is.
Shut up! Right. You already ruined the whole movie. Now I don't need to see it, you idiot.
You're right. Okay. All right. I've deserved all of this.
Dustin, it was so fun to talk to you again.
As always.
I'm so glad that you decided to pick this movie and talk to me about it.
I don't see you enough. This was so much fun.
I know. We should hang out like once a month, and we should do like Twitch hangouts and like make people listen to us have stupid conversations.
I would love that.
Let's do it. I'll organize it.
All right.
But tell me what you want to plug. I know you've got at least one thing you want to plug.
I would say just follow me on Twitter. I think that's the most. Let's just do that. Because you can get all my other junk on Twitter. I have music. I have a podcast, blah, blah.
Okay.
At DKREFFT on Twitter. That's it. That's all you need.
And I'll put that in the show notes and all the promos so you know where to go.
Thank you.
Not you, but the people listening.
I know where to find it. I
assumed that you did. What are you talking about?
Who's the idiot now?
What the fuck, dude?
Ridiculous. This place is a joke.
And with that, thank you so much for joining us this week. We'll see you next week or the week after or whenever you listen. Thank you for listening. Did I say listen a bunch? It feels like I guess I did listen a little bit.
You said listen 3 times.
Okay, well, thank you for listening to this Listening To podcast that we listen to.
You said listening 3 more times.
I don't know what you're talking about. I did not. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Dustin.
Goodbye, Dustin.
Ugh.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Asylum Case Studies. Special thanks to podcaster Dustin Krefft and a very handsome and talented Andy Slater, our mixer and engineer extraordinaire. Make sure to visit us at asylumpod.com, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Spotify, or wherever, so you'll never miss a case study. While you're at it, if you found any bit of enjoyment in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes, or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. Unless you're going to be a dick, then no thank you. So until next time, I'm Tressa Slater, and oxygen, air, something, I don't know.